welcome everybody here to the third leg of our SA Kitesurfing Association Tour. And once again, welcome everybody here to Cape Town. Table View, as usual, our Cape Doctors playing the part.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of XLTV, coming to you from beautiful Cape Town, South Africa. And do we have a show in store for you today? We got kiteboarding at its best. We're going to be checking out the power zone, what it's like living on the edge. Some of the country's top riders will be competing and we'll be documenting it just for you. But while we get checked in, check out this crazy action.
Oh, the waves at this year's shootout were unreal. It's perfect. I mean, I don't think you can get too much better than that. We got to go out there and have, a lot of fun and embody the true Hawaiian surfing spirit, which is surfing with your friends, not just competing and thinking about the money.
There was heats with some really great waves, and I had a lot of fun watching other guys get shacked. It was just really fun to see everyone surfing good. I got a couple nice laughs that spit really hard. One almost spit me off my board.
Definitely the best days of the winter so far, I think. A nice treat, it was a nice vision.
Everyone, welcome back to XLTV here for the South African Kiteboarding Championships, and we are having an amazing time getting ready for the Southeaster to come through. And I'm standing with contest organizer Tyron Rawlins. Tyron, what's it looking like? What's the conditions like for today?
Thanks, Ivan. Well, as we can see by Table Mountain, the clouds starting to come over, so it's promising. Wind Guru did say roughly around 11:30 would start picking up. So the conditions are looking great. Everyone's entered, the kites all pumped up on the beach, and being the third round of the South African Kiteboarding Series, we've got a lot of the pros are here, but there's been a massive growth. There's a lot of new faces that I haven't seen before here, a lot of new novices, which for us is a big thing. Is the pros are cool, we always love having them around, but it's good to see new people getting into sport.
That's great. Now, kiteboarding in South Africa, how long has it been around? Is it quite a new sport? Number of years? How long has it been in South Africa?
I'd say it's relatively new, if you call roughly around 10 to 12 years young still. And yeah, the contests have been, I mean, soccer's been around for 4 years now, and they've slowly been developing the contest scene. This time already, we've got a great turnout. We've got a good number of entries, and like you've already said, we've got some good names there, as well as a long list of novices. It's no secret that Cape Town is a karting mecca for international riders as well as locals during the summer seasons, with the southeaster blowing nearly every day. We've got the international riders come out and train here for up to 4 months of the year, which is quite nice for the Cape Town and Tableview area. They also get to experience some of the nightlife and the cable parks, and they all like surfing and stand-up paddling, so they get to do that on the off days too.
Wow, so Cape Town is just an amazing place for kiteboarding, and today we are here to experience the round number 3 of the South African Championships. Karen, all the best for the event. Keep it up, amazing sport. You guys, you're watching XLTV. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, this is Paul Covey with XLTV. We're here today to do a trick tip, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a BMX trick called the hang five. Step 1, put your foot on the front peg. Step 2, push the handlebars forward to lock the bike into position. One thing I found helpful is that you can preload your wrists on the grips. That way when you shift the handlebars forward, your palms are already in a position that you want to be in for a hang five. Step 3, locking into the trick and balancing while you're rolling. You need to go past your balance point, and when you do, you keep your balance with your trailing leg. Step 4, coming out of the trick. To come out of the hang five, you simply let your back end drop and put your foot back on the pedal and ride out. It's important to make sure you have proper tire inflation when doing any rolling trick. If your tires are pumped up a little bit harder than normal, it makes the trick a little bit easier to roll. If you want to do the hang five in a circle, you put slightly more pressure to one side of the handlebars and lean into the turn. One mistake a lot of people make when learning hang fives is if they have front brakes, they tend to use them to pop up into the hang five. Don't do that. You use no brakes on this trick.
Ain't nothing in our knapsacks but backpacks and notebooks with dope books. We ain't like the rap cats who pack ass. We all coming from the same angle. The chain stangle. We stay iced down like sprained ankle. But to me, diamond ain't nothing but my...
As with any trick, the real key is repetition. Practice makes perfect. So get out there and ride your bike, follow the tips, and have fun. Thanks for watching XLTV.
Searching for logic under the topic, what's new? Captivate the listeners, and this is just the way we activate. Fake the whack, we'll vacate. Move it out with the adrenaline rush.
Kiteboarding, it's the ultimate rush. You can control your power, you can go out and jump as high as you like. And if you fall hard, you're going to end up in water. It's not like motocross. If you fall, you're going to break a leg and you're out for 6 months. If you fall, you get back up, have a laugh, do it again.
Hey everyone, welcome back to XLTV Sports with a message coming to you from beautiful Cape Town, South Africa. for the South African Championships in kiteboarding. We are standing with Colin Heckroth, one of the entrants for this event. Colin, good to have you back with us on this show. Colin's a frequent visitor with Extreme Life, but today you're not paddleboarding, you're kiteboarding. What's kiteboarding all about, Colin?
Oh well, Ivan, it's in one word I could just describe it as freedom. You know, just out on the water, you know, at the mercy of the elements, but pure freedom. Just be able to jump whenever you want to, ride whenever you want to, hang out with the mates up and down the water. All good fun. You know.
Great. Now, Colin, we're at this event today. What's the conditions forecasted for the day?
The forecast for today, wind guru is showing, you know, a good maybe 25 knots that might be coming through this afternoon. Cape Town is known for its wind. It's known as the kitesurfing mecca of the world. It's incredibly popular as a destination. Just a lot of wind, a lot of waves. We've got a variety of conditions all up and down the coast. A lot of people hide away whenever the wind comes howling through here, Cape Town. We just go out and we have fun. So no, it's an adrenaline rush from morning till night. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, kiteboarding is just adrenaline from start to finish. From the time you throw the kite into the air, hooking in, hold on, it's adrenaline. But today on Extreme Life, Colin, we're taking a look at the power zone. A very important part of kiteboarding is understanding the power zone. Now, when you're in the power zone, what's the feeling there?
I guess it depends on how strong the wind is. I think the stronger the wind is, obviously the more intense the power zone becomes. A lot of times when we're flying, you just happen to throw your kite in that power zone fully. If you're not knowing what you're doing, you're going to get pulled over your board, you're going to get thrown out of control. But when you get it right and you time it right, no better feeling in the world.
Awesome. We're here in Cape Town, South Africa. South African Kiteboarding Championships. Colin, go for it. All the best for this event. We'll be back with more XLTV action right after this.
Wave discipline first, and then we'll have about a half an hour break. Do the seating for the freestyle. Some of them already posted. We're gonna make the heat 7-minute long and 3-minute transition period.
Everyone, welcome back to Extreme Life, coming to you from Cape Town, South Africa. What a day we got in store for you. Kiteboarding at its best. We're standing with Lede, one of the competitors of this event. We're here in Cape Town, the wind is just starting to blow. What's the conditions looking like for today?
Oh, today seems like it's going to pull through pretty strong. Actually, the waves aren't too great, they're quite small. But it seems like it's going to be strong. At least we're going to be on really small kites, which is always a lot of fun. It's better than lighter wind or nothing. So yeah, I'm actually excited.
That's great. Now the wind's just pulling through. It's going to be a gale day here in Cape Town. We're excited. It's going to be extreme kiteboarding at its best. But what's the buzz behind kiteboarding today?
Well, I'd say it's a lot of people started out just because it looks exciting, you know, and it's an extreme sport, and a lot of people thrive on the adrenaline of it. But the more you get into it, the more it actually just becomes a passion, and it's just amazing to be out there. Like, there's just no better feeling I can describe at all. For every feeling you have, for every day you're going through, it's like the best thing you can be doing is just spending time in the water, and it's exciting. There's a competitive side to it for those who actually want to get into it, which is really great. But it's your choice, so yeah, it's so exciting.
So today we're here kiteboarding South Africa. The wind's picking up. It's going to be an amazing day of kiteboarding, but we've got something in kiteboarding that's called the power zone. How would you explain the power zone to our viewers?
Well, the power zone is pretty much the point that you drop your kite where you will have the most speed and the most power in your riding. Usually if your kite is at 12 o'clock, it's the least power. So the lower you drop it from 12 o'clock, the closer you get to the power zone. And it's an amazing feeling, especially when you start off. You know, the first time you hit the power zone and the speed and the adrenaline, it's great, it's awesome.
That's great. Now, we've got the power zone, kiteboarding, living on the edge. But often living on the edge, we wipe out. Have you wiped out, and how will you relate that to life for the day?
I've wiped out plenty of times in my surfing and my kitesurfing career, and it's crazy, you know. At that point, you feel like you just want to give up, and you feel you either get hurt or you're so frightened by what has happened, and it's really scary. But one thing I have learned is that I'm so much more confident when I get back up, and I'd say it's exactly the same in life. And you've just got to learn to push through that. Even doesn't matter how difficult it is, because the result will always be worth it, because you will always come out better, whether it's riding, whether it's live. You're gonna be more confident, you're gonna be able to push through, and very little is actually gonna frighten you. The more wipeouts you go through, the less problems you actually seem to view as so great that they're unbearable, and that is really amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much, I would say, it's a very good analogy.
Now the wind's picking in here, you're blowing around. The day I'm going to ask you a question, what's your favorite maneuver out there?
My favorite maneuver with kiting is definitely just chasing to the section, getting the pockets, and just hitting it as hard and as vertical as I can. Every day.
Great. Well, that's it. Kiteboarding here in Cape Town, South Africa. You're watching Extreme Life today. Go win this event. We'll be back with more XLTV action right after this.
What's up? I'm Stephen Baldwin and you're watching Extreme Life. Peace.
We have sort of a problem here.
So we have two disciplines we're running today. We're running waves and freestyle. Wave riding is surfing with a kite. The guys have surfboard shaped kiteboards. It's obviously got a lot more glass in it to make it a lot stronger. But basically we run on a judging criteria of surfing critical maneuvers on the steeper section of the wave, as well as what the overall impression on the wave is, as well as length of ride. And then our freestyle aspect. Freestyle we're running for the pro riders, pro junior men, the pro women, and the pro open. It's following the World Tour criteria. It's actually do handle passing the bar around their back, getting inverted, power moves. Whereas for the novices and the masters, we run a big air free ride sort of criteria where it's judged on height, number of spins that they do, board offs, really just like your everyday, your kiting maneuvers.
machine. Got what I'm transmitting. So turn it up, crank the max until my ears are sore. Turn it up, driving with my pedal to the floor. Cruising downtown, blasting my positive radio. Turn it up, positive radio. So turn it up, crank the max until my ears are sore. Turn it up, driving with my pedal to the floor. Cruising downtown, blasting my positive radio. Turn it up, positive radio.
Alright gang, that's about it for this week's episode of XLTV, coming to you from a very windy Cape Town. We hope you enjoyed this show of extreme life, of kiteboarding at its best. Hey, stop by our website at extremelife.tv. Some amazing things going on there in the world of action sports. Hey, live your life in the power zone, go all out. Most of all, the Extreme Life slogan that says, if you don't go, you'll never know. That's awesome, Colin. All the best. Go for it. We are at the South African. Okay, take two.
Stick yourself and do good. Cut.
I'm a shogun, focused on an open case and I close it. Supposed to ride, had it loaded and cocked. No, not as I need a code in the lock so that it's lower than not. Just where we float to the top of the surface, perfectly serving the purpose. Hemoglobin's curdling slow like a tortoise. My mood is bone, it's like odors and samples. No one deserves it, but still a loop. It's stupid old group and my crew was seducing and working. Organized, make the organization.